Southern Mississippi's Golden Eagles open up the 2014 home season against the Braves of Alcorn State. We'll take a look at all the highlights. We'll also travel with the Golden Eagles to the Dubard School for Language Disorders and meet Golden Eagle assistant coach Pete Golding and look ahead to this week's game with the Alabama Crimson Tide. Coming up today on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken is presented by Alcorn South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. We'll be back with This Week in Southern Miss Football right after this.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Golden Eagles pick up a win in their home opener on Saturday night. They knock off the Braves of Alcorn by a score of 26-20. And Todd, great atmosphere, great crowd, good win for the Golden Eagles. Give us your thoughts on that game on Saturday night.
Really was a tremendous crowd, and Alcorn brought a pretty good contingency of fans, but I thought our fans came out in great numbers, and it was great to see us get a win at home, first win in a couple of years, and I'm happy for our players.
One thing I told you after the game, I noticed the team came out, I thought, with a lot of energy, with an aggressive attitude to try to make some things happen early in a ball game, and you did make some things happen early.
They did, and that's not easy to do. I mean, preparing all off season for Mississippi State, an in-state rival, wanting to go out, I thought our energy was great there. It's hard at times to bounce back and bring that same energy the next week. I thought our guys did that, and it showed at the beginning of the game, the resiliency our guys had, the ability to play through some things that didn't go our way, and got ourselves in a pretty good position in the first half.
Talk about some of the things you liked that you saw out of the Golden Eagles on Saturday night, and some areas where you feel like you've got to continue to get better.
Well, I like the way our guys played together. I really do. I think we've got a great group of players, guys. I think they enjoy playing for each other. To come up big at the end, the defense twice to come up big. The things that I didn't like was we gave up too many big plays defensively, and then offensively just silliness, getting lined up, doing things better than they do it, that really just shot ourselves in the foot, that allowed them to stay in the game, really.
A lot of guys I thought individually stood out in the ballgame. Of course, Corey Acosta had 4 field goals, and I thought did a tremendous job of kicking off and keep limiting the number of times able to return a kickoff. And then the 2 young running backs, Tez Parks and Edo Smith, I thought played very, very well.
They did. The running backs played well. I thought Corey kicked it well, other than the one miss. And really, like I said, I thought our team at times really played well. We just, again, a lot of things we can really clean up moving forward.
Takeaways defensively, had interceptions by Kalen Reed. That's, I guess, his third consecutive game that he's had an interception. And, of course, Jomez Applewhite had the one late in the game that sealed the victory.
Well, it's interesting. You're right. Kalen Reed, third straight game. We ended up with 4 takeaways to none. That was the difference in the game. And what's interesting is a year ago against Texas State, they got the ball back and completed a 3rd and 20, almost in the same spot. Year later, we make that play, seal the game, end up in victory.
Well, it was a fun night at the Rock on Saturday night. Golden Eagles win their home opener, even their record at 1-1 on the year. Let's go back to the Rock on Saturday night. Highlights of Southern Miss and the Braves of Alcorn State. Baker, the deep man, and Baker going to keep it again. He's got a first down. Ball came loose down inside the 10-yard line, and the Eagles going to come out of there with it. They knocked it away from Baker. Acosta, who's got 3 50-yard-plus field goals in his career, tries this one. Kicks on the way. Plenty long enough and right down the middle. A 50-yard field goal by Corey Acosta. Smith now in motion out of the backfield. Mullins fakes and now runs with it. Mullins at the 30, cut to the outside, and Nick across the 40, going to take it almost to midfield before he is finally brought down by Alcorn State. Well, we haven't seen much of that out of Nick Mullins in his career. Mullins will take the snap, backpedal to throw, fire long down the left side. Casey Martin going to reach up, make the catch, and run out of bounds inside the 20 on the last play of the first quarter. Mullins waiting for the snap of Cameron Tom. Takes it, drops to throw, scrambles out of the pocket, throws up the field, got a man. Caught by Foster at the Alcorn 45, and Kyle going to take it down to the 40 or 39-yard line. Mullins takes the snap, throws left side for James Cox, who catches it. Was he in? They're talking about it. Let's see. Cox made the catch. It's a touchdown. Southern Miss. Waits and takes the snap, looks right, throws right. That one is intercepted by Kalen Reed. Reed climbed the ladder, went as high as he could, snagged it and hung on, and goes down at the 38 of Alcorn State. Marks his signals, takes the snap, looks right, still looking, throws long down the field for Ricard, who goes up and makes a catch. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Oh, he had to battle Warren Gatewood, the cornerback, for the football, but Ricard kept his footing. And Cameron Tom snaps it back to him. Hand off Tez Parks, and Tez turns the corner at the 30, the 35, the 40, the 50. They're going to run him out of bounds down around the Alcorn 38-yard line. How about that, freshman? Tez Parks takes it down the field on first down before Francois knocks him out of bounds for Alcorn State. Mullins calls for the football and going to give it to Parks, and Parks bounces off a tackler, spins to the left side, turns to the outside, breaks another tackle, inside the 25, inside the 20-yard line. Back down, and Acosta's kick on the way. That's plenty long enough, and that one's going to be good. So Acosta adds a second field goal tonight. Acosta's kick on the way. That's another solid kick into the end zone. McKenzie fields it. He's coming out with this one at the 5, the 10, and oh, he got hit from the blind side by Jabari Poole. Send back Anthony Williams, who's the defensive Anthony Williams. Here's the kick. That's a pretty good one by Sarazen, and it's dropped by Williams, loose on the floor, and it's picked up by the Golden Eagles. Looked like Kevin Williams got on top of it. Kevin Williams gets it. Mullins to Ito, off right tackle, big hole down inside the 5, an ankle tackled and brought down. Shuford snaps it back, it's placed down, and Acosta's kick is up, and it's going to be good. Right hash with a back along his right side, takes the snap, look at a throw, chased around, gets out of the pocket, going to take off with tons of room up the field. He's got a first down and more at the 50, and Mullins down to near the 40-yard line. Mullins takes his snap, hands it off to the running back. There's a big hole for the Golden Eagles, Ito Smith, and Ito's going to fight his way down inside the 25 to near the 22. Davison is a fullback. And hand off to Ito Smith off the right side. Big hole, breaking tackles, out across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Takes a stamp, drops to throw, under pressure, dumps it over the middle. Caught by Thompson. DJ at the 40, to the outside of the 30, the 25, and knocked down. Gibbs takes a stamp, looking to throw, fires up the field, intercepted by the Golden Eagles. He looked right, threw back left, and Joe Mez Applewhite, the redshirt freshman out of Bassfield, is there to make his first career interception. Southern Miss is going to get the victory tonight, but it wasn't easy. 26-20 going to be the final. Southern Miss, a winner over Alcorn State tonight.
Got him in group as a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
Good?
Good.
Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
What if we're playing high cover one, and then what? We come down, we go Iggy slam, then we work our weave. Now it's going to be a square what? Square break. All right, so.
Well, I think the big thing I like about defense is the mentality more than anything. You know, the ability to be able to strike and contact and all those things. And I really enjoy the defensive strategic part of it. You know, I think it's one thing on offense, a lot of times philosophy-wise, you are what you are, you're going to go out, they got to defend you. But the thing I enjoy on defense is, you know, taking what they do well, take that away, you know, and make them go to other things. And I think defensively, sometimes you have a better opportunity to put your kids in better situations. You know, and I think that's not on the players, I think that's on the coaches. You know, I think as coaches, you understand your personnel, and we as a coaching staff do, and it's our job to put them in the best situation to succeed. And I think defensively, you can do that a little better.
Go, open, downhill, one step break. More downhill, 45, 45.
Well, I think our safety position, I walked into a really good situation. You know, very rarely will you come into a new job and have two seniors, you know, and Emmanuel Johnson and Jacorius Cotton that have had, you know, game experience in Conference USA and had success doing it. You know, I think both of those kids having won a championship here has been huge. I think they understand the work ethic that it takes, not only on the practice field but in the film room. And it's been good having 5 underclassmen, you know, in my room alone at the safety position. It's been good for those two guys to be in there, you know, because again, when we're watching film, at some points it's not me, I'm not the only one coaching. You know, I got 2 other sets of eyes in there, and my young kids really respect both of those guys. So it's been a real pleasure to have those guys in my room. It's been an easier transition for me, because again, learning a new defense and new terminology and having both of those guys in the system last year and understanding it, they've been a huge asset to me. Well, I think the secondary has changed drastically probably over the last 10 years with the quarterback run. You know, I mean, normally everything trickles from the NFL down, you know, where lately everything's coming up now, you know, because I think the big thing you're starting to see in the NFL is the quarterback run game. You know, so I mean, not only is the safety position affected, but D-line is as well. I mean, you can't pin your ears back anymore and work up the field. So same thing from the safety spot. You know, it used to be, especially if you're a one-high concept and you had that post player, you put them 20 to 25 yards back. You said deep is the deepest, keep everything in front of you. Well, then the offense, you know, started seeing that, and the defense was really playing with 10 in the run game, so then they started running the quarterback. You know, so we got to counter by now getting that post player involved, and he's really the one accounting for the quarterback. You know, but now that puts that run-pass dilemma on that guy. Hey, we're saying, hey, if I get a high read and they run a post, you're responsible for it. But if they go down here and they run zone read and the quarterback pulls it, you got him. You know, so I mean, I think it's tough, and it's the big thing. I think the eye discipline has changed so much. You know, it used to be playing safety. You know, you get depth and you kind of react to it. You play pass first, then you react to the run. It's where now with the quarterback run game, I mean, it's a lot of flat foot reading, and you got to be really disciplined with your eyes. Hey, did I see a high hat read as it pass, or did I see a low hat read as it run? And then all the play action passes off of it. You know, so I think just at the safety position, the quarterback run game, you know, has been the biggest change defensively.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
And we're back, Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Well, last week the Golden Eagles did something that they have done every year for a number of years. That's make a trip over to the Dubard School for Language Disorders on the campus here at Southern Miss. And Todd, that's always a fun experience. I think some of the guys that may not have gone there before are a little leery about what to expect, but once they get there, they have a great time. And boy, the kids over there at the Dubard School really enjoy a visit from the Golden Eagles.
No question. It's a great experience. I wish we could take the whole team, because I think it's an eye-opening experience for our players on the days that they feel like, okay, I've got it rough. I've got to get to class and I've got to practice. And you see these young kids scrapping and clawing just to get to where they're at, and how much they support our players. And at times I think we forget that those young kids look up to our players. And it's a great experience for me. It's humbling to go there, and it puts everything in perspective.
And everywhere you've been, I mean, you're big on getting involved in community activities and things like that around the campus.
Well, I think it's huge. I think number one is as I said before, I think it humbles you. It allows you to take a look at yourself and the things you think are big but are really actually petty. And I think it's part of what we do, how we give back what we have as an obligation to our community and our fans to give back.
Well, let's travel with the Golden Eagles over to the Dubard School for Language Disorders here on the campus of the University of Southern Mississippi, and you'll see how much fun it was to visit the kids at Dubard.
Hi, I'm Maureen Martin, Director of the Dubard School for Language Disorders at the University of Southern Mississippi. Today is Black and Gold Day for Dubard School children and staff. This is a tradition for at least 15 years and something our Dubard family looks forward to every year. The coaches and players will soon be here, and they'll visit with our children, and we'll have a little pep rally, and it'll get everyone ready for this week's game. The Dubard School has been at Southern Miss since 1962. It was founded by Dr. Etoile Dubard when there was a university faculty member whose child needed special services. So Dr. Dubard was brought here by United Way, the university, and some private donors to start a school with 3 children. Today we serve about 80 children full-time from 20 school districts in 15 counties, and we serve about 25 children throughout client therapy. These students are here because of their speech, language, hearing, and academic challenges. And we're thrilled to be a part of the Southern Miss family. And we're also thrilled to have a role in preparing tomorrow's professionals for the work that they will do elsewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you see? Does that farm have like animals on it? Okay. We read everything? What do you see?
We have
wow. Good. Well, keep learning it. You're doing good. All right, high five. Nice, nice, nice. Is this for me? No, it's all yours, huh? Jordan, nice to meet you, buddy. What's up, buddy? What's your name? Oh, yeah? Do you like sports? What sports do you like? Football, oh yeah? Southern Miss, your favorite team? Awesome, awesome, awesome.
All right, big man. I'm going to count on you in 7 years. Coming back. There we go. All right, Jude. What's up, buddy? Oh, that is very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. You bet. To the top.
Gutterman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
Back once again on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Well, the Golden Eagles getting ready for Alabama. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But Todd, we just saw a visit we had with one of the new members of your coaching staff, Pete Golding, who's coaching the safeties for your Golden Eagle football team, a guy who came from southeastern Louisiana. Talk about Pete a little bit and what he's brought to your coaching staff.
Well, it's interesting, John. You know, when Andrew Thacker moved on to the Falcons, we started the interview process, and as we kept going, we just didn't find the guy that we thought, a couple of areas we were looking for. And what's interesting is Pete ended up being the 8th interview. We went through 7 other guys, and when Pete came in, just in terms of his recruiting background, where he's from, his experience in coaching, being a coordinator, it was obvious he was the guy. I felt sorry for the 9th guy that came in because he wasn't getting the job. But I can tell you this, Pete did a great job and been a great addition to our staff.
As you said, he's a guy that grew up in Hammond, Louisiana, and that's a big area the Golden Eagles recruit in, down around that New Orleans, Hammond area. Plus, he's got coaching experience as a defensive coordinator, so a lot of experience even though he's a young guy.
Yeah. No, I think it's brought a lot of a lot of help to Dave Duggan on the defensive side, and I think his, you know, he coached in our state. He was born and raised in Louisiana, so that helps us tremendously in recruiting, and that's what we were looking for.
All right, Saturday, the Golden Eagles traveled over to Tuscaloosa, historic Bryant-Denny Stadium, to take on the Alabama Crimson Tide. Obviously a big challenge for the Golden Eagles. As you've looked at Nick Saban's ball club, what sort of stands out through the first couple of games? What do you see from their ball club?
Well, defensively, they're big, they're physical, very well disciplined. You know, you don't see teams getting guys wide open. They don't make mistakes. They force you to play good football. And then offensively, you know, they're playing two quarterbacks. Varying skill set, one that's a runner and thrower, but runs first. They're doing some different things with him, and then a young man that they got transferred from Florida State. So and then a bevy of skill guys. They're going to be a handful, but it's exciting. Exciting to go over there, one of the top programs in the country, and you get to find out where you're at, where you got to improve. That's why you play Division I football. You play Division I football to give yourself a chance to go play against the best, and we'll see where we're at this week.
That'll be another game that's relatively close to Hattiesburg, so we'll have a good contingent of Golden Eagle fans, I'm sure, make the trip over there, and that's always great to look up in the stadium, up in the stands, and see a lot of black and gold.
Sure it is. I mean, like I've always said, that's why I want to be the head coach. I think we've got great support. My understanding is the tickets have all been sold out, so we're expecting a big crowd there, and hope we don't disappoint.
Hey, before I let you go, we had a celebration of the '99 Conference USA champions at the game versus Alcorn State. Don't know if you had a chance to visit with any of those guys, but like there were 40 of them or so, more than 40. Coach Jeff Bauer, was a great turnout of that '99 team.
Well, it was great seeing those guys. I don't know a bunch of them, and I got a chance to visit with a few of them briefly. It's tough on game day. You know, I just told them how much they meant to our program and how they continue to mean something to our program, and we want them to feel comfortable coming back. They've laid the foundation for where we want to get back to.
All right, well, congratulations on the win over Alcorn State. Best of luck this weekend against Alabama, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, John.
All right, it's the Golden Eagles and the Alabama Crimson Tide. That's a 5 o'clock kickoff over at Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa. Don't forget, on Thursday nights, we're at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Hattiesburg for the Golden Eagle Hotline. Come on by and talk a little Golden Eagle football. Southern Miss and Alabama coming up on Saturday. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll see you next time. Another inside look into Golden Eagle football.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken has been presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. This has been a presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.